luck to both players here in the finals of the $3,000 tournament.
Yeah, $3,000 grand finals. Shout out to GGtoor for making this whole thing happen. Wouldn't have been possible without them for sure, obviously. So yeah, big shout out to them. Biggest prize pool tournament that we've had in any of these online events. Mentioned it earlier, which is it's insane. It's so sick that they were helping us out here in the Pokemon trading card game community with these big tournaments, these huge tournaments.
Yep.
So that's super cool to see. And here we are, the grand finals of it all. Baby Browns against Pikarom.
Who will take home the big reward?
Yeah.
It looks like Cobi has a pretty good starting hand.
Yeah, Cobi's got an insanely good starting hand. Maybe not quite able to pull off like a turn 1 Blow knockout, but we could see like that double blaze that we saw Simon go for in the top 8 matchup against Pikarom. Just go for that turn 1 double blaze and just kind of go from there.
Exactly. We'll see what he decides to opt for here. I think, the Reshizard is prized.
All right, so no Reshizard option. So it has to be the Baby Blown.
Yep.
And you definitely just want to get the cards off Welder, I think, here. You could have grabbed Zation with Intrepid Sword, but you could like Welder plus Intrepid Sword, so... And you could draw well enough to KO this Mewtwo. It's very unlikely, though, I think.
Mm-hmm. We'll see, though. We'll see. Here we go with the Welder. Yeah, if only Fiery Flint was still in the format.
Yeah, if Fiery Flint was around, it would be a different story for sure. But it looks like it's not.
Yeah, not quite going to get there.
Yeah, not there.
I think Cobi, he can... Do you want an Intrepid Sword here if you were Cobi?
Yeah, I think there's like no reason not to. The thing with Zation that's kind of cool. It's like 220 on the bench is just really hard to deal with. Like being able to set up an attack that does enough damage and you can bring it to the active. Especially as Pikarom, like Pikarom can't really do that. The one liability of the Zation though is that it can be brought into the active and then full blitzed into and it won't get knocked out, and then they tag ball on the next turn. And it has 2 retreat costs as compared to the 1 retreat cost of something like Oricorio or Dedenne or Crobat. So that's like the one drawback for sure.
Yeah, looks like he just got all his fire crystals here.
Quite a few. It actually be pretty detrimental, I think, to lose this Hearth here to a Swell.
Yeah, even with the Marshadow, it's like he doesn't have a follow-up, and the Marnie.
Marnie coming down as well. The Electrify's about to happen. So not the turn 2 Full Blitz from Legendary, but the turn 2 Full Blitz can be sometimes just not very good, to be honest, in this matchup, because then they get the KO on that tag team, and then they have to just work through one more tag team to close out the game.
Exactly.
So forcing the 2 prizer on them to get that stamp to 1 is usually the more optimal route to look for.
Yep. And this is where Cobi wanted to have that Reshizard, I'm sure, just to be able to get this Boltund out of here. And not having the Reshizard in this matchup in specific is just really bad for Cobi here.
Yeah. It would have been great. Flare Strike here would have been insane. Gonna have to definitely settle for less here, I think, overall.
Yeah. I feel like, is it even worth it to go for the Blound? I feel like you have to, because this Boltund is just going to put on a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I feel like you still have to go for this knockout on this Boltund, because otherwise what they're just going to do is just keep swinging with it over and over and over again. You have to KO it eventually. KOing it now, give your opponent less time to set up, or you can get multiple knockouts with the Boltund is just more optimal for sure.
It looks like it's going to have to be another Intrepid Sword.
Triple Crystal into triple net?
Oh, man. We could actually see Legendary just knock out the Bucephalon here.
Yeah, this is the play that you like as the Pikarom player. Just knock out the Blound and be like, all right, find a new Blound, find a new Welder. And then it's like they can't boss that turn, so they have to KO the Boltund. They go, okay, Full Blitz Marnie. Even Boltund KO the Jirachi plus Marnie here wouldn't be terrible. Because who knows if they'll get the energy. Not the stamp, but the Marnie does make it through. Or not the stamp, the boss.
There's another Welder here for Cobi to work with the next turn, which is at least decent.
Legendary's going pretty hard here. Looks like a Dead Exchange is going to happen. Giving up a Marnie and an Eldegoss. So that's 2 more potential Marnies. Didn't get an energy yet. Okay, I was like, what is Legendary looking for? But yeah, it wants to get this knockout.
It wants to dig for that energy, I think. And there's that Swell coming down. Could be pretty relevant here if Cobi can't get Hearth. I think a Hearth went to the bottom of the deck there. Yeah,
and discarded one early. I was actually questioning that early Hearth discard from Cobi there, because even though you do have the Marshadow to bump the Swell, you still need to find them, because they do have 2 stadiums to keep your stadiums out of play. You have to be able to find the Hearths. Even if you have, just because you have a last Hearth and the stadium spot is open doesn't mean you're going to find that Hearth.
Exactly, yeah.
the thing is, did Legendary get an energy?
If Legendary with energy here, I mean, it's not bad to just do another like Electrify.
It wouldn't be terrible. Down a lot of
You can-
Marnies too. Down 3 Marnie and the Goss. Only 1 Marnie left, but still has those stamps.
Still some reset stamps, but it's a lot of hand disruption already gone.
Yeah, for these
He could
early.
just-
Yeah, for the early turns, that's what you really want. You want Marnies back to back to back. Yeah, it is Electrify. Oh wow, that is a big whiff.
Mhm.
Because
That is really relevant.
I don't even think there was any energy in the discard pile. Like I think it was just all
Just in the deck.
yeah, just whiffed. The speeds,
There's what,
the
like 4
basics.
energy? Yeah.
Maybe prized quite a few. That's also possible.
We'll see if Cobi here can respond with that knockout. Does get a. I don't know actually. Okay, there's a crystal, so that should give him a knockout because he has 4 energy in the discard pile.
Yeah. I wonder now you have the boss though. Do you ever contemplate just waiting to KO the tag team instead? Looks like
Honestly, could yeah. Because
Kobe's
knowing
not
that,
going to.
yeah. Because if Legendary doesn't the Blound, he could just go boss and knock out like the Mewtwo in the following turn.
Yeah. I guess what happens after that then they just hit with Bolton anyways, and then yeah, you just end up in the same spot where you're like, well, now I got to KO the Bolton again. You don't have like another. There's the Reshizard, but is it too late for the Reshizard at this point? Now I'm curious. Like, can you even utilize him?
He could use it against the Pika, maybe. I don't know.
Because like it's hard to. Does Kobe? They play the Zigzagoon, right?
Yep, they got the one Goon.
Yeah, I feel like you have to play. If you play Reshizard, you probably just play Goon because they combo so well together.
Yeah, being able to just one shot that Pika is pretty good. Could even see like a potential play here where like I don't know, Kobe like does like a hit and then like instead of knocking out the Mewtwo, he can like double Goon ping it down the road. Like,
yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That'd be sick to see. Actually, I would love to see Kobe see that line and take it for sure.
Yeah,
maybe that's just the way you play the matchup now. Maybe that's what you're supposed to do.
He actually has a really good hand here. If the Stellar Wish and Great Ball, like if Great Ball can get us Blown, and Stellar Wish gets him like Welder, this is a pretty nutty hand.
Or even Dedenne wouldn't be terrible here, right? Just Dedenne change into Oricorio afterwards, or even Crobat.
That would work too. Legendary is threatening that Tag Bolt though. Mewtwo on the bench has 4 energy on it, which is pretty scary.
Yeah, there's no even if like, but even if Dedenne or Crobat make their way into play here, there's still 5 prizes left from Legendary because there was that whiff.
Yeah, that's true.
The what's it called earlier?
A bit of ways to go.
Yeah. So yeah, I almost wonder if like the route, like if that becomes the route for Baby Blondes to tackle this matchup, so they don't get stamped to 1. Then on the Pikarom side, you probably use Pikarom over Mewtwo and be like, okay, you either need 4 Goon pings or you just have to KO me, and then they probably just have to commit to the KO. He's a lot of energy.
Here, I think is that enough? No, I think he's a few short.
Too short.
Stellar can get him an energy out though. Retrieval is that? I think that's enough, right?
Yep, that's enough.
He got the knockout. Legendary does have one thing he can do. If he could reset stamp to 1 and tag bolt the Oricorio on the Blown here. It's really bad.
Yeah, that has to be the route Legendary goes for here. And yeah, set up really nicely. Yeah, if you get the Coco's there, so you just need an energy attachment. I actually don't know why he could he have popped Coco last turn because now you need a switch card, but he might just have one, so he was like content with that. Yeah, pop Coco, attach energy, stamp to 1, tag bolt. That's usually where we see the game. This is why this matchup is so good for Pikarom. Like Legendary whiffed an energy to attack with Bolton early, but it didn't matter. Like it's still in a great spot here towards the end of the game.
Exactly, yeah. Still going to work out pretty well here for Legendary. Those stamps and the Bolton plays against Blowns can make all the difference. That's one of the weaknesses of these Welder decks, is just reset stamps and Barneys can hurt them.
Yeah, because you need so much cards to make that combo work.
We'll see here. If Legendary can get the Tag Bolt off, he's going to be in a pretty good spot. Well, he also needs the reset stamp too.
Yeah, it'll be close though. Yeah, reset stamp to 1, but then all Kobe needs is kind of just a
Cram Snipe, right?
Yeah, Cram Snipe. So Quick Ball, like maybe it would even be better though for Legendary to go Tag Ball, KO Oricorio, and Jirachi, or even Cramorant and Oricorio, because like if you stamp him to 1 and you get rid of Cram and Oricorio, are they really gonna hit? Like they're probably not gonna hit 6 energy, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So I think maybe Jirachi or Oricorio is the best 2 to get rid of here, so that way they can't find Quick Ball for Dedenne change. You just hope they don't get like the perfect 2 cards.
There's that Tag Bolt coming. It looks like he got the energy. Just needs a switch now, which I'm pretty sure he has, and this will allow him Tag Bolt. There it is.
There's
the Tag Bolt.
Does he have a boss option?
I think no, he does. He discarded 2 boss, I think. Ooh, a research. Still a switch left, so any plays where Cobi could like try to deck out Legendary, I don't think can happen.
No, so it's gonna so it's not that bad for Cobi. There's plenty of quick balls, I think, and then the Dene and Crobat. Does Cobi play both those? He plays both of them, right? So
He has the just a Dene, no Crobat.
Oh, just the Dene, no Crobat. Okay, so yeah, but
does have Mewtwo though.
Yeah, Dene change here is just really good, and the Jirachi survived. So Celebrate the quick ball, Cramorant snipe the Dene.
Yep. We'll see here. Can Cobi do it? I don't think Cobi can. I don't know if Cobi can like win though if like he doesn't get this, because it seems like Legendary just has. Ooh, that's not good.
Can still get a quick ball.
Yeah, you can still do Jirachi Train.
Yeah. Yeah, no. If I would assume that the Cramorant will get KO'd if there's a whiff here. I would assume that there's a energy plus. Oh no!
Another scoop up net.
Now we can't quick ball because we won't have a card. Now do you just like send up Zacian and Intrepid and hope they don't have boss energy?
I think you have to, yeah.
There's no way they don't have boss energy though, right? But there's nothing you can hit off Salad. Oh, is there? How many Great Ball does Cobi play?
Just one.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, when he did Deadly Change last turn, he did get rid of 2 bosses. Let's see how many bosses he's down.
Just those 2.
He's got 1 left. Yeah.
And the Elagos, right? Or was the Elagos also in there?
I think the Elagos was gone too. I think we were talking about that earlier.
Well, Cramorant made his way to the active, so this is definitely getting a switch into the Jirachi. But there's no hit. There's nothing to hit here.
And maybe just get the Welder and just pray that Legendary doesn't win.
I think it's the only one to go with. It's the only route to take. Intrepid Sword.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like he's set up for the win. So now it's not a Legendary. Does he have the boss energy? Probably does. If there's a switch, energy boss. Yeah, last boss is definitely.
Feels like feels like energy boss to me for sure.
Legendary. There it is. Yep.
1-0.
Taking down Blown in the first match here in the finals, the $3,000 tournament.
Yep, 1 game away for first place here from Legendary, and yeah, I mean, it was a little bit awkward on both sides. I guess. I mean, towards the end there, I guess that's what the Blown's deck does. They got down to their 1 prize card, and then it's like, all right, stamp to 1, tag bolt, and then it was like. Legendary was even behind like an extra prize card because they whiffed that knockout with the Bolton earlier. But I guess the Electrify energy into play also helped out a little bit as well. So yeah. And yeah.
We'll see this time. Yeah, we'll see this time though if Cobi has his Reshi Sard. Because that answers that.
There it is. And also choosing to go second. Yeah, this is basically what the game 1 hand looked like, but there was no Reshi Sard.
It's a pretty good start here for Cobi. Honestly, almost a perfect hand. Outside of just maybe not having a couple quick balls. And Jirachi makes it even better.
Yeah, why not? Oh.
And yeah, fun start.
You can just double blaze knock this thing out off the start.
Yep.
That means Legendary probably has to go to set up for like a turn 2 full blitz, right? Because that's not a bad response to the Reshizard.
Oh yeah, it's not. If he goes like Pika full blitz, I guess like there could be a chance Cobi can go like. If you use Pika for the turn 2 full blitz, Legendary could easily just knock it out with like a strike. It looks like he needs the Mewtwo to do that. We could also see a never mind. I was like, we could see double blaze, but
still takes a Pikarom, which is interesting. Yeah, you definitely don't want to. Yeah, walking into Flare Strike does not sound very good at all. So I doubt they want to walk into Flare Strike.
Yeah, we could see Cobi play a switch. Nope, just looks like he's gonna let the Bolton go down.
Yeah, switch into Cobi. I didn't hate switching to Pikarom there if that was an option for them for sure.
Yeah. Ooh, I was gonna say Cobi could whip the switch or the energy because there's a swell in play, and he didn't get a quick ball from Marshadow. But it looks like Kobe's just kind of content with where he's at. You can bump the stadium, force Legendary to find another swell. Even if he does, Cobi does have that Marshadow, and you're just gonna see a double blaze knockout.
Yeah. Even has the boss and Goon, so could KO the Pikarom next turn if they wanted to. It feels a little bit aggressive, but it's an option.
It's not terrible because then you're so far ahead and you just gotta like clean the game up by not gonna have to do anything with a cram.
Yeah, and this is where Zacian becomes really good when you're so far ahead that you have a couple turns. Like they stampede a 1, are you Intrepid Sword? They stampede a 1, you Intrepid Sword, and then
Yep.
they can't stampede a 1 again because you got so far ahead at that point. You're just kind of chilling.
And then you just sit back and chill. Let's see here. Can Legendary pull off a full blitz? There's a Marnie. It's pretty relevant. That will take away a Cobi's potential knockout on Pika there.
Yeah, I feel like probably more content with just swinging into the active anyways.
Yeah, I'd still probably fine to do that.
Yeah, it was a thought. It was a thought. Like having the Pikarom doesn't seem terrible, but probably hitting the Mewtwo is going to be a little bit better overall.
Yeah, it is pretty relevant that Cobi to get a switch because we should just see a Tandem Shock. Ooh, Crushing Hammer.
I actually I don't like this Crushing Hammer because they can just outrage anyways, right?
Yeah, outrage, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they're going for the Tandem Shock though.
Ooh. I guess that's fine because like I don't know if this Mewtwo can get knocked out. Oh, a scoop up net top deck is huge.
I mean, just having the switch though there, the Stellar Wish was probably going to get you something to work with. Yeah, I would have just full blitz there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Them having a switch isn't that ridiculous, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I would have just like blitzed because if this Mewtwo can get knocked out, it's not looking good for Legendary.
I have to imagine that's not a huge fear from Legendary here. The Mewtwo getting knocked out, but even just getting hits, like I feel like that was just gonna happen. So getting 3 more energy into play feels just so much better. Like, if you go full blitz 3 to Pikarom into full blitz 3 to Pikarom, knock out the Reshizard, you have a tag ball on the next turn,
And then you're ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna swing with that rage. Actually, gonna hold the quick ball. Doesn't bother going for Dedenne. Maybe just hold it for like Oricorio. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Dedenne was prized. I don't know.
So because now they're going to be an energy behind on the tag ball because they can go attach to Pikarom, full blitz 3 to Pikarom, but then attach only goes up to 5. So there'll be an energy behind on being able to tag ball. If they had just gone full blitz last turn, they could tag ball it on the turn after this one.
Yeah, would have been pretty good. So probably just gonna full blitz. Yep. Full send to the Pika probably or the Raichu.
Probably, I think you've got to go to the Pika here. You just want to get that. You want to tag ball at some point. Turn slower than it could have been. But Tandem Shock, I guess I don't hate the Tandem Shock play, but I don't think they were down any switch at that point, were they?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, if the Jirachi wasn't in play, I guess I don't hate it. But like, if they just have switch, they just switch into Jirachi, or if they welder into a switch, or they change into a switch. Oh, they were down 1. Oh, no, that was the one they used. Then Stellar Wish is probably going to get a switch or a net.
Yeah. Probably just Dead change, I'm guessing.
You definitely don't want a Dead change. You'd like to save it, but I think you just need to draw more cards. It's not worth going for Oricorio, hoping you getting it, and then having to Dead change anyways. I feel like, yeah.
I honestly wouldn't have minded doing Dead change last turn, too, because Cobi could have done Dead change last turn, but...
Yeah, you could have, like, have been... I guess it doesn't really, like, dig you that much deeper unless you hit a welder, though. You'd have had to have hit a welder last turn to make it worth it.
Ooh.
Okay, they got the Mewtwo now. They can go Quick Ball for Mewtwo, and then Oricorio into the welder. And then still have a Stellar Wish to work with.
Yep. Yeah, Legendary can't do Tag Bolt next turn either, so that Oricorio is still going to be pretty active here.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, Tag Ball. I mean, Tag Ball this turn could have won the game. Yeah, Tag Ball this turn would have just like been game over. Yep. So this is where we can see the play from Legendary, though, where it becomes like Stamp to 1 attached to Pikarom, pass. Or even like boss up the Oricorio, full blitz into it, he doesn't KO it, and then you just get the extra energy and stuff thinning out of the deck if you need to dig deeper on the next turn. And then it's just like, what do you do as Cobi? You have a 1-card hand, you can't use Oricorio, and there's an Oricorio in your active.
Exactly. What do you do at that point?
Wish gets another welder.
Yeah, the stamped 1 here from Legendary is going to definitely be pretty crucial. I mean, he could honestly. I mean, what can he just go like stamp, attach to Pika, pray doesn't get KO'd, and then just go for Tag Bolt?
Yeah, that would also work. But like a boss makes it that much harder, right? So like if you can get a boss to go with it, that much better. But yeah, even just leaving the Blound in the active, it's just when you KO the Blound where it becomes risky.
Yeah, exactly. I think honestly, if I got Legendary, could just be like, all right, you knock me out, I stamped 1. I'm not going to attack you. I'm just going to build a Pika, and I'm going to try to set up a Tag Bolt play it down the road, and then since your hand's going to be 1 card, you've already used your Dedenne, you're not going to get me. So we'll see if that's what happens here.
Yeah, the Dedenne's gone, which is a big thing. Definitely would have liked to have say that, and that's 2 turns away. So you could even set up the Raichu if you have a switch or another air balloon, and they need an extra energy for that. So if they get Crystal Retrieval, I guess they would still have Hearth. So I mean, Crystal plus Hearth is enough to KO the Pikarom. So Swell would be a pretty big draw here as well for Legendary.
Yeah.
Get that out of play. There is the Marsh Shadow, but they need another Hearth to go with it.
Ooh, there's a Marnie.
Damn, that was a big hand, and to only have Marnie out of it.
Yeah, that's not ideal. Maybe Legendary prize a stamp.
Maybe. Here comes the E radar.
Yep. Yes, yeah, Dead A change. Try to get that stamp. I mean, if Cobi doesn't get stamp here, I feel like it's just like I don't know, or Legendary doesn't get stamps for it. Ooh, doesn't get then it actually gets a Pika. That means it's in his hand. Maybe it's Crobat.
Could be prized.
Yeah.
What about the other card in the hand is there that you wouldn't put the air balloon on the Raichu though?
Yeah.
Are they gonna full blitz? There's another peak.
Yeah.
Bolton.
Last card in his hand, Dene. Be prized at Dene.
Why play down those cards? I'm so confused. Because what if they have boss next turn? Which
Exactly, yeah.
Cobi does. Cobi has boss, and maybe they can't get the knockout.
Yeah.
Well, the tag vault's set up now.
Yeah. So it's down to Cobi to try to get a win this turn. Great Ball probably wants to get Cramorant. That's like the Blau knockout's a little hard to do, but it's not impossible.
Yeah, I think you actually still want to start with Oricorio there. And maybe would have even double Hearth.
Yeah.
Hearth away boss, Marsh out a bump, Hearth get rid of energy, thin out 2 more energy, use Oricorio, then Great Ball afterwards.
Yeah.
But I guess like the argument is always like if you draw into it, do you really want to draw into the Cramorant? You would wish you had Great Ball before, but you do need to hit the Blound here though. So Blound's like a pretty good route to take as well.
Yeah. Ooh, you got the Cram. So
actually, they had net. They could have picked up Mewtwo and drawn into a Welder guaranteed.
Oh, yo, you're right. Oh, can he still do that?
Nope, they just used Stellar Wish.
Oh no.
Oh no, I think that was a huge misstep there from Cobi. I think Cobi was probably thinking, I want this net to move my Jirachi, but you're almost always going to find a switch card in like 8 cards, right? Welder plus Stellar Wish.
Pretty good odds. Oh no.
Now they can send up Mewtwo, pick up Mewtwo, Stellar Wish, but now they need a switch card again. So they just made it harder with -1 switch card in the deck. They just made it harder for themselves overall. And they won't have the Stellar Wish to work with either.
Yeah, exactly.
They did get the what's it called though, the Cramorant, so they don't need too many energy.
The worst thing ever. So Welder, how many switching notes are they down though?
Here we go. They need a switch or a scoop up net off these 3 cards. 19 card deck. They're down quite a. I think they have 3 switch left.
Oh, doesn't get it.
What?
Oh no,
don't concede. Don't concede. It's just people are always like jumping the gun on this. I feel like a little bit like, calm down, hold up, let him win the game. Oh wait, he can't win.
Yeah, if Legendary concedes here, bro, I don't even know.
I think that was a huge sequencing error there from Cobi for sure. Definitely should have just gone net the Mewtwo, guarantee the Welder, leave the option off the Stellar Wish after you use Welder for 3, and it's coming back to bite him. I think that as long as Legendary doesn't concede, I think Legendary's got it.
Yeah, I think it's over. There's nothing Cobi can do. He's this game.
That's it.
Legendary takes home the win. Oh my god.
2-0 from Legendary over Cobi in the finals of the 3K, the GG Tour 3K.
Wow.
Pikarom takes it.